Hey everyone, and welcome to This Explainer. Today, we are unpacking exactly how to transform that chaotic, multi-client social media nightmare into a highly streamlined, scalable operation using Buffer. If you're focused on agency growth and cutting out the operational noise, you are in the right place. Let's dive straight in. Almost 11 million. 10,942,810 to be totally exact. That's the sheer volume of posts published through Buffer last month alone. I wanted to start with this because it immediately establishes the massive, heavy-hitting scale we're talking about here. When a platform's infrastructure can reliably push out nearly 11 million pieces of content in 30 days, yeah, that proves it has the absolute backbone required for serious agency growth. So how do they actually pull that off for agencies? Here's our roadmap. 1. The agency dilemma. 2. Mastering team collaboration. 3. Review and approval workflows. And finally, 4. Scaling with confidence.
All right, part 1, the agency dilemma. Basically, hitting that dreaded growth ceiling.
Look, when you first start out, managing a couple of clients is, well, manageable. But pretty quickly, you hit a wall. Right now, Buffer supports 11 different social platforms. We're talking everything from Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok to LinkedIn, Blue Sky, Mastodon, and Threads. Now imagine managing all 11 of those individually for, say, 20 different clients. It is total multi-client chaos. You're constantly logging in and out, analytics are scattered everywhere, and it's just a huge drain on your time. The fix? Bringing all those distinct channels into one clear, centralized workspace. You're basically trading in that exhausting juggling act for a single, unified view.
Moving right along to part 2, mastering team collaboration. Once you've actually centralized everything, the very next step to scaling up is realizing you simply can't do it all alone. Buffer handles this through a core feature called Collaborate. It's exactly what it sounds like. It lets you manage, edit, and approve posts from your team super smoothly. So you're no longer just scheduling content, you're actively managing an entire publishing team right inside the tool where the publishing actually happens. The crucial thing here is how this collaboration is actually structured to keep your clients' accounts totally safe. First up, unlimited user invites. You absolutely shouldn't be penalized financially just because your team is expanding, right? Buffer lets you bring everyone on board. Second, custom access and permissions. This is huge. You can explicitly dictate who has the keys to which accounts, so your super enthusiastic summer intern isn't accidentally given full admin control over your biggest client's corporate LinkedIn page. And third, intuitive review and approval workflows. Which leads us perfectly into part 3, review and approval workflows, protecting the brand voice. If you're running a growing marketing agency, protecting your client's brand voice is pretty much your #1 job. Buffer engineers that protection into a completely intuitive pipeline. Here's how it flows. Step 1, your junior team members draft the content. But, and this is key, it does not go live. It routes to step 2, where the manager reviews and refines it. Then, step 3, final client approval. By forcing content through this structured pipeline, you are entirely eliminating the risk of an accidental rogue post slipping through the cracks. I really can overstate the importance of this. Having this strict, built-in approval engine is literally the difference between sending a panicked, late-night apology email to a client and just running a smooth, professional campaign. It actually gives you the peace of mind to close your laptop and log off at night. Okay, bringing it home with section 4, scaling with confidence, real-world growth.
So we've covered the dilemma, the collaboration features, and the workflows. But how does this translate to real-world sustainable growth? Honestly, it comes down to one metric, 99%. Look, all the fancy workflows in the world mean absolutely nothing if the post fails to actually publish. Buffer boasts a 99% post reliability rate. When you're managing high-stakes, high-volume agency demands, you absolutely need a tool built on an incredibly stable foundation.
And alongside that rock-solid reliability, the economics just have to make sense. Buffer's pricing dynamically scales with your growing business. You aren't being strong-armed into some massive, expensive enterprise contract when you're just starting to build your client roster. The overhead flexes to match your actual operational reality. And hey, you don't just have to take the feature list's word for it. Buffer is already a highly trusted tool for agencies out there, multiplying their efforts. We're talking about real-world businesses like Red Pigeon Media, Shored Up Digital, and Influence Media. They are already leveraging these exact collaborative tools to grow their accounts confidently, and more importantly, without losing their minds in the process. Which leaves us with a pretty vital question to think about.
Are your current workflows helping your agency scale, or are they holding it back? If you're still relying on a dozen different logins, messy password spreadsheets, or chaotic email threads just to get an approval, your operations are the bottleneck. Centralizing your workspace clears that bottleneck entirely. I really hope this explainer has challenged you to rethink how your team collaborates. Thanks so much for joining me, and keep on learning.